And we are having $10 with Azusa and Pig Tiger, which actually changed their names. So. And it's on the other side, the team of the Acursed, of course, with Solmeer and Crossfire. And let's get into it. So we'll be having here actually, as I said, Azusa with the OKW and Pig Tiger with the Austere. It's exchanged names, I'm afraid, in the entire event, so you know now, I guess. So it is confusing, I'm afraid, though. And here we have Crossfire, goes with the British, and the precious Cruz Mandos, I'm afraid. His fellow teammate Solmeer here, SUSF, bring in some riflemen. And yes, it is indeed a recast for everyone who's watching live.
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
So far the classic. Only sections for Crossfire, I'd say. And Azusa here getting the Kübel out. In the meantime, Tiger, Pig Tiger, whatever. It's with the classic MG42. Solmeer's closing in with the rifles. Positioning himself, I guess, quite well, but the Pioneer's coming in, fully damaged, though eventually just melting away here. Three rifles.
Trained and ready to go.
Fair. With some green cover already. Yeah, it's a pretty good start for the Allies, I'd say.
The new platoon command post is ready.
Yeah, almost a triple VP cap already, though I'm afraid middle is gonna fall eventually here. Solmeer's coming in just in time. So I guess Azusa is gonna get the VP. But yeah, Pig Tiger actually managing hits to suppress in the very green cover. That's definitely a decent pick off here. Crossfire getting his VP, meanwhile Tiger's coming back for his side of the map.
One extra soldier can be added to infantry squads now.
And he's coming in, and the 5-man for Crossfire, 54 section build. Tim Solmeer with the captain might go for an AA, I guess. That seems quite likely, but he's still lacking some fuel after all. Oh, of course. Pig Tiger here with a decent teller mine, setting himself up.
We have been granted access to superior arms and soldiers.
So for the metal. Some more sandbags in the end. Likewise, getting up some green cover. Great, the US won't be able to do so. And now we have the Allies with a rather decent map control.
Half-track just arrived.
Oh, there is the AA, so it's gonna help getting back the fuel here for the US. Since
Pioneers ready for assignment.
about to lose is Reaclon here early on, as he does, so no sweeper here in the end for Solmeer. So that Talamine actually causes a huge issue now here for Solmeer. He may just drive into it eventually. So with the grenade, the officer very early those French combatants, I guess. Have the house.
Are now available for transfer to the
The
front.
Pig Tiger.
Contact! Enemy infantry!
So getting flanked as well, very well from Crossfire. Might have to fall back as well here, being at the red cover. Eventually. But yeah. Good help here, after all for Solmeer. So he may get back his side of the map. Azusa falling back here, likewise. So finding himself another landmine. Calling off the attack here for any further resource locations and points. Yes, yet again, allies with the triple cap at the VPs. It's going up and down.
Orders complete. Task complete.
And yeah, I guess Tiger won't acquire in 2-2. I'd be just going straight away for the tier 2 for P4. Could see that coming here very early. And we don't have any new Aircolon here for Solmeer, so in a dangerous area here, I guess. Axe there as well. Yeah, just going in. It's getting off some decent models here from the Storm Pioneer, but pulls it off. Not willing here to lose any further models.
And on the field. A capture point is under attack.
So now we have the Axis again. The allied fuel here from Solmeer. 40 good actions again. Solmeer so far struggling with the start, I'd say. At first using here some incendiaries, but wife is quite in danger. Falling back eventually. Crossfire with good job here on contesting the fuel from the Axis. Definitely helps. Or we sneaky ground attack here as well. And we're also forced to fall back. Big Tiger. Some nice attempts here. Trying to catch that AI eventually.
We have been assigned
Again,
fresh Panzer
Officer
units.
vs. Stone Pioneer with good shocknade here. And still losing the engagement though. Battle ready. It's very decent now with the 5 model unit. So we're going for the far flanking. Yeah, he's still alive, but I guess it's a misplay here. Probably retreating the unit. After all, trying to repair that AA.
75mm howitzer standing by for
And
orders.
we have Pack Howie. Guess that's his response here to the MG42.
A smoke screen to blind the enemy. WP
Supplies
And
looking a bit
of course
squiffy.
Mandos are
Lines
out
being
as
cut.
well. It's from the base. Might just acquire himself some rents here later on, possibly. Well, first four with some surprising actions, I guess. In the close range. Just wipe a unit somewhere. But yeah,
Enemy threatening a
Azusa
capture point.
back on the VP. From Crossfire, securing here his side. Also, I'm kind of trying to get behind that hostile player
Ability
here.
is ready now.
Finding himself infantry with the AA, but it's the turnaround. And AA hits another mine, gets finished off. Nice play
Downed enemies trying to take a point from us.
on the axis. It's quite the loss here. For Solmeer, I'm afraid. Turn though, Azusa might be surely losing that Fox Grenadier here as well. Yes, he does, so an eye for an eye. Either side. Well, also Solmeer. DD crew, I guess.
The new engineer section is
And
waiting for orders.
Tiger is gonna capture back MG42. Almost somewhere with another wipe here on the Pioneer. And actually another Fox Grenadier gets wiped here by Crossfire. So that's definitely some decent kills.
We're losing a capture point.
Guess he can put some good work on
Field
that
recovery
one.
teams are ready to salvage
And was
vehicles.
also ready, just prearing for a very brief second, but yeah, it's not gonna work out here for Crossfire. Suppression is quite too strong from MG34 here on the close range. Being able to make that kill here in the end, and you could see Azusa was actually trying to wipe that unit in the retreat, but actually cancels then the actions and yet again tries to go for it, but in return no. Failing that one, so Crossfire luckily gets away here in the end. But I guess failed attempt from Azusa.
infantry attacking in force.
Brand's following also quite decent. Definitely something necessary for dealing with the P-Grants, and I guess the Rangers might get a wipe on the Pioneer. Be a tough loss for Azusa. Yes, indeed. Azusa losing another unit. It's, I guess, the mainline infantry now and the Pioneer, so that's very painful to lose.
Gruppe an der
I guess the allies for now being quite behind at the axis, of course, in terms of losses like of infantry, but Solmeer is still struggling with that loss of the AA, I'd say. That can make the difference as well. Didn't rebuild it as well, like likewise, so it's a bit of a turn down here in terms of the army value. 50 fuel is quite something, but here, actually picked Tiger here, rushing for the tier 3. And it's early on, I guess, that Brumba is far playing very well around as MG, getting neutralized quite well.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Decent kills here for the assault officer. So in a very good position overall. So trying to help Solmeer here with his side of the map.
Rocket artillery unit has been sent to the battle. Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
And yeah, indeed. Solmeer struggles to get the fuel overall. But his Crossfire can fill in the gap, holding it himself. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be coming in here for help. Plenty of faults, I guess. We pack Howie here in support with the infantry. It can actually nuke straight away some decent infantry with a bullseye hit. And we have a Sherman from Solmeer in 17 minutes, that's quite late, and he will be facing straight away that, I guess, rather early Brumba for the Axis. Surprisingly, Rifts winning that engagement. And now Solmeer finally finding that Talamine. Tech 40 door is not any close, so Sherman will manage to get away here eventually. So nice bundle grenade. It's like Tiger hasn't given up on the Sherman yet. Need to follow up here with the P-Grins, but Sherman, I'm afraid, is long gone.
We're ready to return fire! Return fire!
The Bomber is out as well. Kind of at around the same timing now as the Sherman. Since Sherman not really having any effect yet. Be out of the match for a while until fully repaired. Probably the Brumba being able here do some decent damage priorly to that one. Actually, with the shot here with the ground attack behind the house, it's a very decent idea here from Pig Tiger. And yeah, commandos are revealed. Might just hit the mine as well. Yeah, I'm afraid so. Hitting the mine eventually with the follow-up shot. For the commandos on the run. We have Azusa with new pioneers out. Yeah, he definitely needs those eventually. We're repairing some armor, but for now no armor being acquired here from Azusa. As the OKW. Might be actually going for the Tiger as his first unit. the house being quite low for now, and it seems like Axis is gonna narrow down the map here for playing at the Allied fuel, so does the Allies at the Axis. There's the Comet. So, and yeah, I guess Crossfire here. Very well trying acquire second VP here for the team. Well, so we're not giving up. He definitely wants to have his fuel eventually. There's the Tiger now versus the Comet. Yes, that's quite a showdown of armor. Give you the edge to the Tiger to some degree. Comet definitely with the speed and the utility overall.
New land mattress ready to go.
And we also have a mattress for Crossfire. That's definitely a nice one.
A capture point is being overrun.
Turn Azusa coming back for his fuel. As we have Solmeer back on the track as well. For his very own fuel. Some decent ground attacks coming in from Azusa with the Tiger. Tiger probably gonna try to get here yet again. Fuel from the Allies, but it's quite the 80 wall here. From Solmeer with the double M1. It's probably really struggling.
Have 300 points.
The penetration here of the Tiger to Crossfire's misfortune.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Decent hit. Ishimov. Captain as well, so that's definitely a nice one. Though. Also Azusa with the play coming in for the RVP yet again. Crossfire here focusing at the middle, and yeah, so he caught with the risky play, I'm afraid. Losing his Kubo here quite for nothing. So no more map hacking. With the ability of the Kubo wagon for the Axis. And yet again we have reinforced repair bunker for the $10 is the Axis. I love getting that one, but Solmeer is already putting some work in the bunker. Possibly being able to finish it off. But Tiger will come in. We have the Werfer. I guess what can be a decent choice here versus the M1 AT guns. Some good coordinated push here of the M1 crew. Definitely with the very good timing here for the Axis. And so will Big Target actually put some efforts into repairing already. It's gonna take a while though, but yeah. An M1 already being finished off. The one already decrewed. Not quite in danger, but I guess it's gonna make it out very live. But with a nice penetration here. Good follow-up ground attack from Pig Tiger. Actually, he's not able to get his other AT back. Might also lose that back power. Yes, he does. So had some serious casualties here. For Solmeer, I'm afraid. Using here lots of manpower and weapons. Yeah, army value very shrinking. Yeah, it's also not with the best population in the end, but I guess he can deal with that playing versus Crossfire. Yeah, surely there are brackets with the command. Like this, bracket or brackets, and it will pop up. And Crossfire about to lose a unit here to the overs with the DPS, surprising him around the corner. It's bracket. Oh, it doesn't work. Okay. Maybe the bot disabled itself again. I'm afraid so. Yeah. I don't know why, but sometimes bot just disables itself. I will enable it after this match. So the allies now with TVP control. But yeah, it's quite down overall also in terms of VPs, but it's definitely more than enough to make it back into the game. Like it coming in already. That's why here quite greedy, already repairing here. Very close to the overs. But eventually it works out for him in the end, and yeah, we're gonna see the pack 43 yet again unasked. $10 getting in free at a rather decent location, I'd say, and there will be as well the smoke bombs, I guess. Trying to find maybe some armor here in the vicinity. Yeah, and it does. Jackson already 50% finished off. Pull up ground attacks as well. From Pig Tiger here with the Auster. And we will have a JP4 from Azusa. The double Raketen, so it's definitely a lot of 80 here for the Comet to deal with. It's an amazing barrage from Solmeer, who's also in the Calliope. Yeah. I guess just coming back in, he's gonna recapture that Pack 43 here, just with some bare manpower, I guess, to Pioneer, so he might actually just gonna repair it first. So. Let's Crossfire that. Using Assault Officer Vet-Free, that's quite the painful loss. 32 just really makes it out. Just want to capture that Pack 43 right now for the defense. And the Crossfire with the close range. Wipe here on the over in return with the Matras. Yeah, Pack 43 is ready. Finishing off that Sherman. Yeah, so we're not realizing here the danger. Getting in too close. The Pack 43, I'm afraid, and most obviously there's those precious Tigrans, vet free with the Shreks, doing some decent damage as well, so it's just gonna cut it, but we'll just toss in another Rapid Barrage here for the Pack 43. And we'll also saw Crossfire supporting Solmeer here with the land mattress. Yet again another D-crew. But let's do this yet. Most likely there will be just recrew yet again with some repairs, and we'll have yet again another Pack 43 here for the access. Quite close, but actually aiming for the Jackson. That's interesting. Yeah, Pig Tiger, some decent work here with the ground attacks, of course, from the bomber. Finished off the Grenadier, the Calliope, it seems. Let's say. All kills are out. It's quite the war here of attrition already, especially for the Axis. Facing here tons of rocket artillery. So coming in with the cap. It's definitely some decent effort here. Yeah, that MG42 is still doing quite wonders here for Pig Tiger, but we see yet again the other Calliope with a rather close range barrage here. It's gonna finish off the MG42, so it's very nice for Solmeer. In the range to Pack 43, but 43 sort of aiming here for a different part of the map. Maybe should be turning somewhat around for the Jackson. And yeah, we have Azusa with another smoke bombs, bringing in some vision for the axis. Always quite handy checking upon anything like enemy unit composition, etc. and location. That free net mattress with the next barrage already. Also that one already. Make use now of the cautious movement here. And again, the rocket artillery barrage aiming for the Pack 40. Yes, the allies with quite the tools here for facing the Axis. Very decent Werfer barrage, finishing off section in a retreat from Crossfire. That's a very painful loss. So you don't really want to lose that section veterancy. It's really what keeps the Brits in the game, like have to make both sections work late game wise, and they only somewhat work if you can keep them alive with the veterancy in terms of trading decently.
Armor ready. Under fire!
He's now the less here with the resource advantage. Yeah, Pack 43 has turned eventually. But yeah, Solmeer's quite aware, I guess, of the range here. Let's put Crossfire. A decent job here. Defending the middle VP just with the mattress. Tulips coming in. Tiger might fall here. We're coming in deep. Finishing off the Tiger.
Enemy got one of our squads.
It's a very decent kill. Jackson was falls to the Pack 43 yet again. Tanking loss, but it's definitely a very decent pickoff here for Crossfire. Trading nothing at all for the vet-free Tiger. Solmeer quite struggling here so far. And there is a Pant as well now for Pig Tiger. Just doing very well on his side of the map. In the end, I guess he miscalculated yet again the range of the Pack 43, going in too deep. Losing his very precious vet at Jackson. And he was straight getting another one though. Could have been 2 Jacksons by now, so it's unfortunate for him. We're trying to help here. The middle VP, and now we have the huge barrage here of rocket artillery. Coming in really precious overs from Azusa. It's now about to fall back. Will be very deadly volley here by the mattress. And there goes another over. Overall, Azusa SDOKW with quite the losses here. Not really having a good time versus Crossfire. But as long as Pig Tiger can hold the map here very effectively on his side, or having a decent impact on the middle, I guess it's all but good for the Axis indeed. Lots of enforced repair bunkers as well for the Axis. Whatever I can with a nice shot.
Reconnaissance flight set to go.
And already relocating, really scared of the mattresses, which are actually already ready to fire yet again with another volley. See Verve coming in.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Oh, nice grenade. Crossfire finishing off the overs. The Vet 5, so that's a decent play. And yeah, I guess Crossfire just walking back into the into the Grumba of the last location being revealed to his misfortune. Maybe he should have just went further to the right. And there's gonna be the triple barrage now. The Pack 43. It's gonna finish it off in the end. Artillery officer on the run. And we have Azusa with some new obers. Might just also bring in another tiger, I guess. Very soon. And very nice barrage here. From Solmeer, also quite lucky with the scatter, just finishing off the grenadier. And eventually we have the reconnaissance overflight. There's obviously no AA at all from the allies, so it's always a very nice tool here to have and to make use of. And thus there's another vertical barrage going in with a very decent crew here and 2 wipes on the allies. Some very valuable crew in terms of deleting veterancy, but Crossfire is just charging in with the Comet, taking his revenge, but another bounce here, making it out alive yet again, finishing off the JP4 likewise. So that's another very decent pickoff here for the allies, which now I guess have it in their hands to maybe win the game. They have again the upper hands here, the army value, but there will be Azusa with the Katie. He might be just doing fine with that unit for getting their hands on the middle here from the Axis perspective. Time, so I guess might be going yet again for the fuel, some contesting. But yeah, VP is going quite low for the Axis as well. On the dice. Fully coordinated barrage. From Azusa, so that's definitely pretty good. 1 unit less, yet again. For the allies, and there's the left as well. Just getting wiped. The end as well. With the misfortune of Crossfire, so I guess. Oh, yet again, X here with somewhat of a comeback here in terms of units and wipes. Annoying Solmeer for dealing with. The bunker here being set up. bouncing that shot here from the Panther. They're going in very deep. Just wanna kill the Jackson, yes he does. But it's gonna be a Panther for Jackson. Solmeer doesn't have the resources to rebuild.
We have lost the Panzer.
Yes, that's not looking that bad for Pig Tiger here. Let's crush it at Peak Ran, but oh, successfully in the very last moment here, just before Peak Ran here being able to finish off by Jackson, but yet again that Pack 43 and it seems Peak Ran is gonna make it out very alive as well, so it's rather unfortunate for Crossfire. Well, with the fortune previously, and yeah, they're just gonna send in the mattresses yet again with the Calliope. It's gonna be all upon raining, killing the Pack 43, and yes, actually do not succeed in the end, I'm afraid. Pack 43 just decrewed. It could also surprise them in the end. It really dies to the Comet. So likely you would expect that to die, but I could say maybe the rocket artillery being a little bit just far away here for finishing the job. Yeah, engine damage is out for the bomber, so could be. No, it's not. I'm afraid Solmeer, you're not spending the premium ammunition, thus Bomber being able to make it back, make it out alive. It's takeoff he desperately needed for getting his hands on the Axis side here. Meantime, Rumba's, I guess, just gonna fall back to the double repairs in the middle. Getting back the Brumba faster into the service. It seems Azusa will be coming in here for Crossfire's VP yet again, though somewhat prepared with the section himself. And obviously very ready for what Katie here with the double Firefly. It's gonna be the Phosphorus as well coming in, so the Fusilier will be on the run. Fine here, finishing off some mines as well here with the decap. And indeed Solmeer will be coming in again for the VP, and it fills up. Calliope barrage here, though Tag already made it back to safety. Common. Lots of kills here, 29, that's pretty blessed, I'd say. Then the Trust Barrage in, might finish off that highly vetted Raketen here, yes it does. And it's forcing back here, the Raketen might finish it off eventually. Yes it does, so Azusa quite with the losses here in the end yet again, though. Pack 43's back in and might just... Yes, just gets another Jackson here. Yet again, Solmeer falling, I'm afraid, to the Pack 43. It's bad. I think that's the third loss on his side to the Pack 43s. with a tank. It's been 2 Jacksons now, I think, and a Sherman. So yeah, that definitely hurts. But yeah, maybe Crossfire can make something work here in the middle. Trasses are coming back in. And just doing so a great job in this match. Those armor's ready as well, though. Maybe wants to get some more infantry, but I'm afraid he cannot. He's fully popped out. We got his tools for playing the game, and it's the double climb, he barrage yet again, I guess coordinated together. 50 Matras, abandoning yet again Pack 43, but might not. Guess it's gonna be enough this time to finish it off. Meanwhile, it's a Crossfire with a nice kill here on the JP4. A bold attack here yet again. Taking his prize here with a great deal of his own. On top of finishing off the Pack 43. A combat of 38 kills as well. It's penetration 25 lives. Let's just save up some ammunition with some double tulips shining upon the KT. Could be the play here, winning him the game. Pick 43's gone. So maybe preparing just the armor yet again. Sending in the tulips. Finishing off the KT, that would be just it. We're having the control here over the middle, I'd say. Anyone setting up the bounce though. Engine damage is out as well. With lots of ammunition, I'd say. Just wanna get another major or something. Left so far with 4 kills. And I guess the KT will be coming in yet again, and Kumat's also ready. And the Rocket 2D is striking again, but yeah, finishing off the Pack 40, that's quite decent. So, Tiger with the help here. Might just get that free. Tress, I'm afraid. With the deep dive, it seems like it. Where's the engine damage on the KT as well? I guess it's time to get the KT. It's now or never. Tulips are out. Oh, he just lacks the damage, I'm afraid. With another miss. Solmeer not going in as well. That didn't turn out as I was hoping for. Very unfortunate. With quite some misses and bounces in the end. Also, Azusa just being ready for that push here eventually. But I think he has some precious pioneers. I guess it's the crews from the repair-bound base or mechanized regiment. Now it's not looking good for the allies, I'm afraid. It's a lot of armor here. Getting in the KT kill. That free comet gone is also quite painful. It's some great work here on the Axis infantry indeed, though. Oh, is it gonna be wide? Oh, ooh, that's very fortunate for Azusa, not losing those overs. Yeah, Crossfire obviously has the fuel to rebuild, so he might just get his armor back on track though, I'm afraid. Veterancy is gone and has to be required yet again. Gonna take a while for that one. Panthers coming in. Missing though the overshot here on the Calliope. Yeah, and yet again, seems quite balanced. Almost at 1 hour, it seems like it. And now it will be the Axis, I guess, with the VP control yet again. At least one mattress can be obtained yet again. Obviously, priority is to get another Firefly first. So he needs to get his hands here on the KT somehow. Maybe with some help from Solmeer with the Jackson. And yeah, the Raketans are quite ready. Looking here for the deep flank. I guess Azusa is aware that Crossfire has made quite some plays here to the right side. Coming in deep. So he's waiting for that, I guess. He's waiting for Crossfire to do another aggressive dive. By just trying to tease the middle, and I was also Panther out. It's gonna help a lot as well for defending the KT. It's gonna make it even harder. Take it out, I'm afraid. Calliope brush out. Really finishing off anything. So we're quite in dire need here, I'd say, of another Jackson as well. It's just so much overall in terms of armor from the Axis now. They finally managed to obtain the units. Aiming here for the bunkers. But again, new Comet doing a decent job here, finishing off the infantry, but now there is the Panther.
The enemy have destroyed a forward
My
position.
flies are ready though. Panther has to fall back.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Yeah, that KT, some 26 kills already. There's a double Raketen. Up, oh yeah. Firefly with a nice shot. Be that free, damage bust. But yeah. Can't stand those two Raketans just backing up here. The Panther. Very dangerous for the Firefly. We really have the fire rate here for staying long enough in combat. For being shot at from the Raketans, and yeah, unfortunately with the double bounce on the KT, yes. KT quite with the armor superiority. But what matters is to get those shots out. And Crossfire is going in for the big push. But yeah, losing that. That address yet again, that hurts a lot as well. And there's another pack 43 as well for the Axis, so Oh, there's only the 2 Calliopes, I'm afraid. We might have a tough time here for dealing with that. Section gets wiped as well.
The enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings. The enemy is
But it's
attempting to
upon
steal our
Solmeer to turn the
sector.
tides. Gladly, Crossfire taking in the Messi from the rocket. Can't afford losing the veterancy here. For the very precious Firefly.
Capture point is being overrun.
And yeah, another dress would be also handy, but we will see another comet, I guess.
Sherman ready to go.
Maybe he's not ready yet, but some decent veterancy both. Obviously they can just grind upon the structures and armor from the enemy. The damage and some decent progress. Not bad.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
43 is gonna turn around. Just finish off. Okay. We've actually finished off possibly the other Jackson here, but luckily aiming for the other Jackson in the end. Might be very low. Two comets are in. Past 1 hour and I'm afraid him won't end any soon, it seems like it. Both teams quite with some VPs left here. This close range barrage here, great not finishing off any P-grain, that's rather unfortunate as well. Azusa here, putting on some decent force on Crossfire's VP, and the next comet is gonna be coming in. Gotta get that final Panther though. Missing the shot, that's very unfortunate here. Maybe could have followed up with the Firefly, but it would have been very dangerous here. The Raketans being present as well, and I'm afraid Solmeer just losing yet again, another Jackson here. Most likely, yes, to the Pack 43 with the Vet 1, making that precious kill in the middle.
Panther ready.
Nice, I'm scared. And yes, yeah, very right to be scared of the Pack 43, but we have yet again Vet 3 left with the Airbus shells, trying to finish off Solmeer's infantry at the base, seems like it. And almost succeeding at that one. Barrage's over. Solmeer is alive. It's all good. There is yet again another commando. There's yet again sort of popped out, but we kill somehow that Pack 43 and some coming in again into the range. Pack 43, which seems to be so far yet again the MVP, $10 here. Being able to finish it off with the double Calliope barrage. There's another section here at the red cover, I'm afraid. It's quite painful. Retreating over there. And there goes another Jackson. Panther with the P Grand, so we just have Solmeer with no armor left here. Panther's gonna come back in here. But I'm afraid target is behind the lines, but good shot here from Crossfire with the Comet, making some decent use here of the phosphorus shell, of course, and trying to run over that Panzer Grenadiers here with a very bold move, successfully defending himself. And we have the looks, it seems, for it's helping here in terms of assaulting Crossfire's VP. So it's coming in now for Crossfire's base. There's some damage to the Calliope. And I guess Tiger lost the connection, so it's gonna be now all upon Pig Tiger, who's actually that player, and it's Azusa obviously losing the connection. So the question is, can they make it here with the allies, with the AI, of course, as the axis? That's the question. Panther folds immediately, so does the looks from Azusa, but in turn Pig Tiger, he got the iron grip on the game, he just has the army, the bunker, everything prepared. Maybe taking in the win with the AI, I guess. Here comes Victory Barrage at the VP. Yes, yeah, it's gonna take in the cap. Solmeer losing Calliope here. Azusa coming in with the P-Grins. 80 dies as well. AA just throwing all the units, I guess. Already down to 50 army pop. Sending in Puma, I guess. But still looking good for Azusa, I'm afraid. Again, yeah, going for the VP. And that could be the finish for the allies, I'm afraid. Getting another decap. So he has to go in now. Wants to stop it. He's somewhere with a final attempt here in the middle VP. Yeah, Pack 43 is there. Where's the Airbus shells? And it's game. Airbus shell saving the day here, I guess. For the Axis, taking in the win eventually with the AI. But yeah, GG is well played. And stats-wise, yeah, Crossfire with ton of damage here, almost 110k, hitting in some kills as well. Well, then the actual Pig Tiger lost in the end. Azusa, of course, this Pig Tiger, and yeah, in return though also Azusa here with the OKW, I guess, applying some casualties Solmeer. So quite the mixed stats here, no clear KD, but I guess that's just natural in a 70-minute game, I guess. But yeah, some are really struggling to find him into the game. Losing a lot of armor overall, then Crossfire not able to finish off the KT. Was armored, was very misfortune here. That would have been the turnaround, I guess, but in the end it wasn't, so yeah, game one, I'm afraid, goes indeed to the $10 with Azusa and Pig Tiger. She obviously in the end also received some severe casualties here, with Tiger losing the connection to the game, but nevertheless taking in the win. Anyways, yeah. I guess Bunker has been the unit of the game here as well for Pig Tiger saving the day here. The Airbus shells preventing someone from being able to decap VP once more, but even if so, I'm afraid he would have been able to get his hands on the VP yet again, and yeah, I don't know what they would have had to bring in for dealing with the Pack 43 eventually, to be honest, but yeah. Guess we're gonna get just into the next game then.
Pathfinders on station
I know we have $10 from the south side with Azusa as the US. Putting in straight away some Rifleman with his fellow teammate Pig Tiger as the British. Tossing in just a section himself, facing off with the Acursed with Crossfire as the OKW. With the Fusiliers accompanied by Solmeer as the Oster. Again, straight away an MG42. And we have also already a doctrine here. It's gonna be the Royal Engineer Regiment, it seems. For Pig Tiger here. And will be airborne, I guess, for Azusa. Equally, X is also deciding early on with the doctrinal choice here being Spearhead Doctrine for Solmeer and Front Defense. Likewise, to his opponent in the last game as the OKW. Just with the very different, with the player in the match before just tossing in, I think, the Fuchs Grenadiers instead. A rather late decision. In the end, pretty grand offensive, I'd say. So Crossfire here straight away with the match plan. So far, I guess it seems like Allies gonna get their grip upon the VPs first. The VP lead in the end for them. So they're making good use of the house for now. Well, this Pathfinder planning to turn around here. In the end, cutting off the axis. Quite in danger to fall back. Using heat engagements for cutting off the fuel. Yeah, it's 1-0. I guess I'm not gonna update it. Yeah. Everyone wondering Allies team is leading for now
Supply half-track
into
is in
this
action.
one.
Standing by for setting of command post. Contact! Infantry!
Okay, Solmeer also with a decent start here, losing the cutoff, but
Soldiers.
getting himself the horse. And also a section wipe for Crossfire. So yeah, that's quite a nice start for the Axis, so that could be the path back to a great comeback, I guess. Also finding here the radio net from the Pathfinders very early on. Beacon again. And I guess guys now just figuring out what to go for next. Have it maybe 1 VP at least, so that's kind of doing the job for them. And we have Big Tiger with the airborne, but actually playing in the end Lieutenant with the Browning. Really being able here to dodge those rifle nades, but it's quite the ammunition as well spent for Solmeer. And I guess Azusa will be coming in for another cutoff here. And yet again, another rifle nade, so that's already 90 ammunition being spent here upon rifle nading for Solmeer. It's definitely gonna delay any upgrades with the LMG for his great use, but at least he got out that heal here for himself in time. So with the wipe, but still Big Tiger with the pressure. And the tools coming in. Yes, no AC. Let's see, I guess a steward here for the allies. He's charging quite in, but won't get up another snare. In the end, Azusa does, but he's gonna lose another rifleman. Yeah, that's not great at all for the allies. Yet again, with the curse, Solmeer and Crossfire with the plays here early on. Now both of them just doing rather great, I'd say. Finishing off some units. But in the end, he's sort of just making it out very live, but barely. So I guess allies need to find something to respond here with, and it's gonna be the steward, it seems like it, for Azusa. Again, straight away, Big Tiger going very deep. For that VP. He's paying attention to the VP bleed. He doesn't want to be down here with no VP. Because that means Axis will have the advantage here to finish off the game. And so far, Azusa's quite struggling here with getting his hands on side of the map. And so there's MG42 here in the house. I'm not as sure that's gonna put some work on that one. Decent ground attacks here. Will be soon enough able to finish it off. I guess Solmeer realized that this is not gonna work out well for him in the end if he keeps occupying that house for himself. But it's definitely with some impact here.
The capture point is under attack.
There's the pack 40.
Ready for orders.
It's coming in, I guess. So that's otherwise. Meanwhile, Tiger trying to get his hands yet again on the VP here from Crossfire. Pushing very hard. It was quite low, but not too scared, it seems. 2-2 with the dive though, but nothing is lost. Just gaining yet again the map control. With the follow-up might get, or doesn't get the Eculum. But yeah, now Solmeer also on the ammunition. That's decent enough, I guess. But freeze up as well for the allies. So far they don't really have the control over the VPs, but they have sufficient fuel income.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
So I guess there will be somewhat Centaur, that's what I would guess here, come in. From the $10, they really like playing that Centaur.
Sappers reporting in.
Let's see this coming around. Let's kill that 2-2 here. It's no risk going in. Scared of any landmines, and there's that one, so well, in the end it's falling back. Almost finishing it off. Coming back for that MG as well. They're trying to wipe it in the retreat, but the pack 40, maybe, yes, gets the pack 40. That's not, that's very nice, but Reddy won't be able to get it. No, so it's just about to be a D crew. And yeah, with Crossfire with the double leak as well. Just coming in time here. Leaks are up. We're dealing the damage to the section. Faust out. Stewart is definitely gonna live. Oh, and still getting beyond the section with the Fusilier. Being behind. Following up. Section retreating. It's another blow, I'd say, for the British player, but
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
it's quite with the mistake here, forgetting about Stewart. Luckily, Solmeer is not aware that there's a Stewart free to take here nearby. Yes, my mistake here, still controlling the crew, or maybe pushing the wrong hotkey.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Yeah, it seems Azusa
Forces are securing
made
our
his way here back behind Solmeer. Coming in here, fully motor half track with another nice connection.
We are losing a
Be able to
sector.
finish it off, but doesn't even try, so I guess in the end with just but some decent damage, I'd say. It's almost light vehicles. Time so far by really putting the pressure here upon Big Tiger. A nice like gammon bomb. Almost wiping that Fusilier. Would have been a very useful kill. Well, the allies are already very low on VP, so not looking too great for them. And there will be the first Ober now for Crossfire, though could actually also just have gotten a P4, but an Ober it is. I guess he might be just aiming straight ahead forward for the Tiger.
Fighting has lowered the enemy down to 200 points.
Like Azusa, I think in the last match he has the OKW. Yeah, he's just trying to barrage and to find here any section somewhere. Team with 5 kills so far. Battle providing, I guess, some decent side. That's working. Decent side here with the Steward, I guess. Yeah, Crossfire is gonna cut the allies off yet again, and there will be the Centaur though, so... This Crossfire is going for the Tiger, I guess. Centaur is definitely gonna have a good time here now versus Crossfire, not even having any AT. Let's do a decent side. Got some light scouting tank as well. For Azusa. And now we have the Centaur out, and there's nothing Crossfire can do but retreat, I guess. Or take in some casualties. Does have though the forward retreat here eventually. It's definitely gonna help with dealing with the Centaur. Major might be coming in, I guess, for the MG in the middle here from Solmeer. And the tower, just nice timing, and pretty very aggressive, and there will be as well coordinated barrage at the tier 3. Centaur, and we also have flame mortar support, it seems, and I guess it's probably gonna be, well, it's that's gonna be a dead share here for Crossfire. Drop, it's definitely worth a Centaur, I'd say. The Tiger with the play. It's just coming in deep and strong for Crossfire. Finishing off the Schwer was... Yeah, he won't be able now to get the Tiger. And we also have Stewart here with the kill on the P4. With the clave from Azusa. Nice coordination from the allies. Axis, I guess, in the end just falling for it, and there's gonna be also that very free MG here for Pig Tiger. This fight with quite the casualties and very low amount of manpower, and there will be also the Scott Burst following up, though not finishing off any units. Yeah, you gotta have your Briquette, I'm afraid. $10. Azusa and Pig Tiger, they really love playing very aggressive with the Centaurs and just forcing upon something, some casualties, and yet again they managed to do that in another match. Just calling in the units and creating some value out of them. And there will be straight away another Centaur for Azusa, and I'd say that's very worth it. Yet again, trading that 100 fuel for the P4 and the Schwer is definitely decent trade here. And now Crossfire being down some fuel, I'm afraid, will be forced to get a rocket on himself against the very next Centaur coming out. And I guess that can be also reason here for rebuilding that unit. Forcing here that pressure on Crossfire to make that rocket in there. And so quite struggling with the manpower, so indeed not really willing to get out that unit, though in return now getting hit wipe the Royal Engineer. Yeah. Still another one to go for Pig Tiger, of course. Yeah, all we have for Crossfire is the Shrek on the Pioneer for the Centaur. Missing its target as well, and it definitely gives now Tiger here the time to force himself upon Crossfire's VP. And forcing upon some bleed as well. So I should be having now the manpower, I guess. For a Captain. Eventually the Centaur gets snared here by the high snare range from the Fusiliers as well. In the meantime, Tiger with the double Scott. There is indeed the frag bombs finishing off. I'm afraid the last engineer. The next engineer is already called in. He's falling back as well. There is a strafing that be used here very effectively for defending the Centaur, I guess. But I use it now. It's too late. It's gonna come in. Not too late.
A Centaur ACAC tank has been destroyed.
It's Centaur down. Indeed for Pig Tiger, so
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our
definitely very good for Crossfire here, though. It's also the salvage from the British player, bringing back in some fuel. Might be just going maybe now for the... I guess. They lost the Anvil, AVRE in the end. And yeah, we have the US here with the boss. Actually pawned the Major and the Echelons. Not the Rifleman, that's interesting. The US seems to be strongly back into the game. I guess that P4 loss is quite the pain for Solmeer, and not having to deal with that double Scotsy in the middle, having nothing to fence it off, is indeed something nice to play against. And yeah, already lost just MG42 to that one, but there's no Crossfire with the KT instead of the Tiger. Just getting in that tier 2. There will be yet again another Centaur. Or Pig Tiger, it seems. Let's go for coming out. Finding the Grants. Grand, I guess. Yeah, then we'll be fine here.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Yes, there's the 6-pounder, but that won't be enough for stopping the KT. Oh, is he still gonna get the Centaur? Oh, he cancelled it. Okay. Actually, Crossfire revealing here the KT just changed the mind.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Poor Pig Tiger, it was very fortunate, I guess, going for the Firefly instead. Would have been, I guess, a devastating choice for him.
Take a point from us.
Getting out a Centaur here against the KT. To kill dice.
Supply is looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
It's a decent flank from Crossfire. He's just turning yet again around the game for himself, so still quite the way off here from getting any tank, defending the KT in terms of JP4 Panther or anything. Yeah, KT obviously can do wonders.
The Firefly is ready to give someone a bloody nose.
Stewart with the shell shock here. KT is gonna revert for the Stewart. It's quite funny to see. Yeah, allies so far are very fine with the double VP. They're very low in VPs though, but as long as they do not succeed losing them, they can remain into the game. It's just the goal for now, I guess. Preventing the access, getting their hands on just any second VP entirely. The US gonna bring in a Jackson, yeah, a reasonable choice. Dude with 15 kills, some very decent impact. There's a side tour for disabling any armor. And this will be on the run. We have the Flamer Lieutenant getting wiped here. The end. Azusa not paying attention to the middle. Nice the crew here on the pack. Pumbaa's also in. But we have Tiger yet again on the other side. Oh. Break bombs out. Nothing dies. There will be P-47s coming in, I guess. Jackson probably with the dive now upon the Roomba here. Meanwhile, so they're waiting with that final snare. Oh no, he doesn't have the ammo, okay. But yeah. Tiger with quite the low. Snared Firefly, but this was not gonna go in. And 2-2 falls as well here to the Steward. Yeah, Solmeer trying, I guess, to finish off the game here with the deep push, but getting outplayed in the end from Azusa. So we also losing yet again. Second pack 40. Seems like it. Yes, there it goes. I guess now Jackson can come in for finishing off the pack 40s. Yes, he does. He'll just get himself one pack 40. No, he doesn't want to, even though he just has one M1. He's not interested into that. Well, 6 pound, I guess, is gonna die here in the end. See Fireflies on the run, but looking good for Pig Tiger in this game. A nice grenade though, but it seems so he really wants to get 6 pounder. Gonna get it, I'm afraid. And there's another Centaur as well. I guess the roll here for the AAs, quite obviously, it's gonna be from the British player. Secure that one. So with a decent army now. Back into it, though. So I'm quite struggling getting in that second VP, which obviously allows the allies to remain into the game. And another grenade falls to the Scots. That's very unfortunate yet again. Gotta keep your infantry alive here. Ending the game, and there it goes. MG42 as well. But yeah, now at least they have the VP bleed yet again. Goes upon the allies. And Stewart crews yet again upon a mission to the unknown.
The enemy is taking our territory.
And we have the command Centaur here. I think the infantry been blocked by these Firefly in the end, though. So playing quite defensive here, maybe scared of the Jackson being around with the Steward. $10 with quite the play earlier in the game. Managing to get behind that Katie, that P4 with the Steward finishing it off, so yeah. A reasonable decision to be scared of the allied team play.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
It's fine, really low. With his armor, now getting in the Panther. It's the paratroopers with the Thompsons. In for the lead, there is the Katie with the ground attack, missing the target though, and it's yet again another Schwer, and I'm afraid British players already quite aware, coming in for it, and yeah, obviously there is the flame mortar support as well. He wants to finish that off straight away. Yet again. Firefly was revealed anyway. But it seems Ella is setting up, maybe for a big push now. Steward is missing though. They really need a steward if they want to kill the Katie, I think. Like, steward coming in from behind. It could be the play. Actually, he wanted to, but in the end, gets scared here by the Panther. So losing that Jackson, that's rather very bad. And Panther will be just coming behind Firefly, but there's enough pioneers to save the day here. And it's with the dominant amount of infantry, I guess. Oh, Panther still dies, okay. Because of the snare, yeah. I guess Solmeer too greedy here, that's definitely a good trade for his teammate. Jackson's gone, but so's the Panther, so... Oh, he can still freely sort of hold the map here by Scots, I'd say. I guess Crossfire will decrew that M1 here. It's losing only one new model for it. We're also losing the Obers to the, I guess, assault officer. That's definitely some manpower. But yeah, the US Azusa very having the grip here on the map. And with there being no Panther, the allies definitely have the opportunity here for the play, I guess. Killing the Katie maybe. But Crossfire also has enough fuel, I guess, to get in the JP4, that would be very nice and handy for him. He really wants badly that Schwer here, and so falls a 6-pounder that tries to come in. Oh, that's actually gonna be a dead steward, I'm afraid. It's not using the utility. The steward still manages to get away, okay. So that one could use the strafe here. And recaptures the 6-pounder. I guess the Schwer is gonna live. But, oh, he's coming in again. Alright. So repairing with just one pioneer. This Pioneer is decrewed again. Gets the Schwer. Wow. Just dancing here on the nice edge. $10, they love that. I think this team, like dancing on a nice edge, it's just their speciality. That's the thrill maybe for them playing the game. Dance buddy dance. Dance as hard as you can. And the Avery is out.
Damned enemies tried to take a point from us.
I guess Crossfire could have gotten out the JP4, but he didn't want to. He had the resources quite a while ago. So now he's just there with the KT, missing any support but the 6-pounder.
Where do you want us?
But yeah. Should rather name himself Top Tier Knife Edge Dances. It's better than $10. I guess that's the community name now for them.
We've lost a unit.
Who actually gets Centaur, that's cool, but there's the Jackson, there's the Firefly, there's the Bounce Door. Should coming in here, probably gonna finish off the 6-pounder, yes it does. Oh, Jackson with the shells. Hero. Stewart is coming in, can he? Yes. He's up for the task. Our General Stewart. He's a man for the special operations.
Light vehicle just got destroyed.
And he traded himself in for the Katie, I guess.
Swing the gun. They're on the flank.
X might die as well though, but Katie's out. Spire kinda low on manpower. Gonna take him a while here to
Enemy forces
bring in another one.
points.
Guess the Jackson will fall eventually as well, but overall that's the trait you wanna have.
Medium tank.
For the allies, they can live with that one pretty well, and yet again there's another Jackson prepared yet, and actually with the curse they just call it with the stock here. Actually possibly killing the Vetri Steward, but I guess they lost hope into the game at this point of the match. Yeah. From quite low here on resources, going for the Stuck. We're not able to bring any proper units in the end, and yeah. Allies with a very tough start, but they get in the trades. With Solmeer here coming in for the dive previously early on in the match. Losing that P4 really, yeah, making him lose that, I guess, grip on the match and the pressure for dealing with the Scots dying slowly here to the bleed with the Scots, which have, yeah, great amount of kills, 50 overall. And also provided here with the paratroopers, some very strong units as well. Also with the Pathfinders previously, they bring in just enough decent side here, utilizing the Scots very well in the end. On top of that, and I guess Pig Tiger, yeah, also making good work here on not losing his sections overall. Just I think one section maybe being lost, not sure even. Yeah, I think, yeah, one section he lost, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, keeping your infantry alive is always somewhat the key for winning the game. I guess he lost too, but still decent stats for those sections he got in the end. Losing some engineers, I guess the MG34, but that's just as fine. Throwing in some Centaurs, but in the end, still with the very nice trades. Same for the Jacksons. They didn't die for nothing, but for something. Well, keeping alive what makes your opponent bleed. The very Scots here. Putting decent work here on the infantry for Solmeer, I guess. Yeah, in return, Crossfire also not losing any Fusilier, but somewhat struggling without the 80 during the game, then struggling to get out any other armor with losing twice the Schwer, here being very forward. The VP. Guess League's doing a great job for him as well, but in the end, he cannot cut it with losing that Katie to the Stewart and the Jackson. Good kills for Andy Grants, but too many units being lost, obviously, for Solmeer, I'm afraid. Yeah, you can see the $10 here, the Chinese team, with some very decent coordination and synergy between the players. They're making the plays, they're playing together, they're pushing together. Yeah, somewhat, some in Crossfire maybe to some degree lacking that, as two players not being too used to play together, but the end they tried that as well, but in the end, in those plays they tried to make as the team, they failed. And even in return lost like very important units to the enemy. Like Solmeer coming in with the Panther, trying to finish off the Firefly, instead losing the Panther and losing the P4 for trying to finish off the Centaur. Finishing off the Centaur, but yeah, still losing the P4. Crossfire, losing the Schwer, so not really making the trades here in the big moments of the game. But singularly, yes, they were ahead in the early game with some decent vibes, but they couldn't bring it home in the end. I'm afraid, yes. And at some point, Solmeer with the P4 lost early on, somewhat breaking away and really struggling, finding his path back into the match. Like, bringing he the P4 for nothing, deleting on his own enemy, I guess, was facing quite the gap here in terms of the armor value and losing more and more units, I'm afraid, to the US. Meanwhile, yes, Crossfire with the KT, somewhat, at least the Centaur died, so he managed to come back, but yeah, those two Schwers, they are not presented here, but yeah, those Schwers kind of were a very heavy blow for him in the end. He needed that JP4 here to defend the KT, and he didn't have it. Maybe that could have made the difference here. Not sure. And also that Panther being alive from Solmeer, but yeah, Schwer dead, no tanks out, Panther's dead previously, so that's another game, I guess. For the $10 was Solmeer and Crossfire being eliminated here in the end in the loser round 2 of the tournament against the $10, making a great comeback into the event as well.